Yeah, just went on.
What's that?
Yeah, just went on.
Oh, okay. So does this have an automatic leveler? So
yeah, that's right. And you can.
I wonder if they make one I can put like as a big iPad on.
I bet they do.
Where'd you buy the handset?
I think it's $89 on Amazon. This particular one. I'm not sure who arranged that. But early on, I was streamed to one of the events. One of the other parents came and was like, "That's so great. So thanks. Is there anything you need?" I was like, that particular game, my hands had gotten so cold because we were in a really cold rink, and I was like, might be nice to have something to hold the camera. And like a week or so later, they were like, "Oh, here you go." So I think somebody talked to Jamie, and so that's why I put stickers in the thing so I don't consider my property as nice. It belongs to the team. Well, I do note that it definitely makes the video more stable. It definitely makes the video more stable.
Oh, does it? Yeah.
Hey there, Ashburn fans. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the warm-up. Got a little bit late start here. I'm not sure what drove that, but nice home game here against Tomorrow's Ice. Last time we played them, we beat them 7-2. I'm told that we have to win our next 2 EJ games to make it into the playoffs or something like that. I don't know. I got a garbled message. Coach was telling Luke, or probably the whole team, not just Luke. But considering our next 2 EJ games are both against Tomorrow's Ice, and we did do well against them. They played, decent, but not terrific. Not our strongest opponents by far. So we'll see how they do. Maybe this is their chance at... it could be that they have more than one team. I'm not actually sure if this is... maybe we weren't playing the birth-year team or something last time. I didn't pay that much attention to the schedule. Armand is expected to be in goal. Luke's warming up right now. Armand already had his shot. I think Luke will play the Sabres later today. Also a home game, and then tomorrow we're up at Abington, Maryland to play Tomorrow's Ice at home. The same team. Hope everyone's having a good new year. I apologize for missing the stream for the game last weekend. We were out of town. It's been about 5 years since we all went to Disney World, Orlando. My hometown. I was born in Orlando. Although I only lived there till I was 4, so really, yeah. I was tempted to drag the family back to see the house I grew up in. I lived in when I was a little kid, but I did years ago, about 5-6 years ago, maybe more. I figured out which house it was, which was not easy because the road has been renamed and all the houses renumbered. And so I went and found it and wandered in, knocked on the door, and sure enough, I said, I'm not 100% sure that I lived here in 1978 or whatever it was. And they said, well, is your parents' name Bob and Billy? And I said, yes, they are. So, yep, that was the house. They said, we have something of yours. They showed me they still had found, when we moved out, we had left a toy behind. And they said I could see it as long as I did not claim it, because their grandkids loved playing with it. They said when they bought the house in the 70s, this toy they left behind, and they said their son loved it as a child, and their grandchildren loved it then, and I saw it, won eyes on it. I said, that's my toy. I want my toy back. I let them keep it, but I give Going Back to Your Childhood Home 3.5 stars. Candidly, I give Going to Disney World during the holidays no more than 3 stars. The lines were very long. All right, here we go. Looks like we are getting started. Shane is taking the drop. It looks like Paul and Brody on wing. Greg passes across to Spencer, I think. Sends it long. Tomorrow's Ice picks it behind their own net, passes up. Nice cross to center. They miss their player. Spencer sends it back up to Paul, who backhands it into the corner. Paul passes the puck up, and Paul and Shane and Brody all got the sticks on it. Paul backhands it to Brody in the corner. Brody sends it around. Nobody's there. Spencer will have to kind of swoops in to get it. He sends it back behind the net. Brody's battling for possession. Gets it clean. Passes to Spencer. Spencer. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot. He sends it across to Tim. Obviously coming in off the bench. Tim tries to get a shot off, gets blocked, and Blue will send it back. Greg picks it up behind Armand's net and does some aggressive maneuvering to get it back. Gets it back, comes around. Will picks it up in the corner. He gets held up against the board. Zach comes in, tries to fish it out. The two of them comes out. Zach's got it. Tim right there behind him. Zach backhands it into the net, and we are a 1-0 game with 13 minutes, 47 seconds left on the clock in the first period. Nice. So we got music for this game, which means that the stream will probably be blocked afterwards. I will. So there. I'll try to mute the copyrighted music, assuming that they actually block it. But that probably means there'll be a lag for a couple days after the game where the video will be unavailable. But it'll come back up, assuming that YouTube's music system and content ID. All right, Zach will take the face-off. It was an icing call against Tomorrow's Ice, Maryland team. I think that was Tim there. This comes back to Mason. Will at point is going to wrister towards the goalie, who will catch and hold. That's Brian coming out. I think that's his first face-off this game. First I've seen his numbers out there. Tries to get back past Maryland. Came up with possession, try to get it past Bobby. He kind of boxed him up. Charlie's got it. He passes, tries to skate it up. Oh, and gets Brian got it. Big handoff with Jack there. It was Bobby trying to get past. Or no, Charlie trying to get past Jack. All right, long icing. That's chased by Charlie, but they'll whistle it and we'll turn back to the other side. Brian takes the face-off, comes back to Bobby at the blue line. Under pressure, he kind of dumps it into the corner. Maryland picks it up. They're going to send it back. Jack tries to stop it. It comes past him to Bobby. Bobby kind of whiffs it, heads up almost into the safety net. But play continued. He sends it into the corner. Brian skates past under pressure, and Maryland will come up with it. They're going to send it up. Charlie will stick it away from him. He's got somebody on him like glue. Skates it in, puts the brakes on. Nice cross to the center to Brian. Cannot get the shot off. Defense is right there on him. Maryland sends it back. Charlie got a stick on it. Let's try to send it down along the boards. Oh, Bobby kicks it out of the air. That's a nice move. Blue dumps it. Their player heads to the bench. Charlie behind Armand's net. Sends it long. Brody picks it up in the middle. Backhands it up into the zone. Paul, no icing calls. The two of them enter at about the same time. Puck in front. So Paul and Shane tapped it back. Paul picked it up behind the net. Drop pass. Back to Brody. Brody puts the brakes on right as he gets hammered, and it's going to hit the safety net off of, I think, one of the Maryland sticks, and we'll stop play. Went over the glass and into the stands where there's nobody to go throw it back. Shane ready for the face-off. Brody and Paul on wing. Greg and Spencer on D. Wrister off of Paul. Goalie will catch and hold. Score still 1-0. 11 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first period. Shane takes the drop again. Blue comes up with it. They try to do something, and Brody just got in there and got it away from him. Messed up their plan, but they turned it around. Oh, and it bounces past Spencer. Greg is going to have to race to get the defense on. They get a nice shot off, and Armand kicks it away. Off the glass, up to Brody from was that Will? No, Shane. I didn't think Will was out there. Blue drops it, looking for an opportunity. They have to get it past Greg. That ain't happening. He sends it up to Shane. Shane off the boards, tries to get it to Will. Goalie comes back behind his net. Will does a nice job trying to center it right through the slot, but doesn't have any teammates as they were busy doing a personnel change. Tim has to race to go get some pressure on. 88 on Blue gets a shot. Armand pad save. Tim passes to Will. Will off the boards up to Zach, who does not get clean possession and has to race one of the Marylanders into the slot, and I think the goalie has it. Yeah. Will try to get a shot off there. Actually did not see exactly how it got. I mean, it seemed like goalie didn't. Must have bounced up into his glove. Zach, spin move off the face-off. That works for him so often. Mason tries to take a shot a little bit wide of the net. Goalie scrambling, and it's in. I couldn't see too many players in front of me. I couldn't see exactly how it got in. But people were patting Zach on the head, so that may be his second score of the game. Score will be 2-0. Sorry. 10 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first period. Landon will take the face off. Joey and Jack out there on wing. Landon lets Joey take it, hands it off. He tries to hand it to Jack. Joey and Jack with two Maryland players all scrambling in the corner trying to get control. It's going to come across to Landon. Jack, shot. It's just sitting there in the paint. His goalie kicked it, but not far enough. But Ashburn couldn't get a stick on it. All right, that's Bobby on D. Turns it around. He's going to single-handedly skate through. But, all right, there's Jack. Shot. Goalie catches and holds. Nine minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. And we're 2-0. Shot counter to 7-2. Shane, Brody, and Paul out there. Shane taps it across. Paul doesn't quite get control. Maryland taps it up. Greg turns it around. Tries to get it to Shane. I'm not sure if he was trying to get to Shane or just trying to turn it around, but he turned it around. Bounced over Shane's stick. Here we are in the corner. Greg's going to pick it up there. Looking for a teammate to pass to. Finds Shane in center ice. Shane gets to the blue line, dumps it to the corner. Goalie comes out of the net. There you go. Back to Spencer. Center ice, across to Greg. Greg, long wrister, tries to get to Paul. Didn't quite make the connection. Back to Greg again. Oh, bounces over his stick. He's going to He'll take it from there. Sends it up. Paul just gets shoved down from behind, and that doesn't seem like a sporting move. All right, he taps it up to Brody, bounces off his stick right up to one of the Maryland players at the blue line. That's Paul battling for it now. Brody comes in from behind and backhands it into the corner. A lot of personnel changes as Ashburn puts some fresh legs on the ice. And Maryland tries to get in position to do something. They got to get past Mason. Oh, they got the puck past Mason into the slot. Kyle will tap it, but Kyle got it. He sends it up to Will. He got a stick on it. Could not. Then the puck out in front of him. There he goes. He took it all the way around behind the net, tried to get a shot off. Didn't really have a good angle on it. That's Kyle behind the net, trying to do something. Puck squirts out, and Mason will pick it up, sends it around the glass behind the net. Will races from the other side as Tim comes in from behind. Zach turns it around right there, sort of middle of the zone, along the boards. Will got it into the paint, or got it in front of the net, but his teammates couldn't get a shot off. He was behind the net. I think that's Tim. Gets it. Oh my gosh! Tim, off balance, spinning, flicks it back. I couldn't tell if it got tapped in or not, or if it was just clean. I think Will was right there in front of the net, so Will may have gotten credit for it, and Tim had the assist. I couldn't. It was so quick, but just a beautiful move on Tim's part. I mean, you could tell he just saw the puck and just found the net. Nice. Scores 3-0. Brian took the face off. Puck comes back to Charlie. Charlie sends it up to Joey. Joey and Brian in the corner, battle for it. Maryland comes up with the puck. They're going to pass it up to their guy number 4, who turns it around. Jack's chasing him, keeping pressure on. They send it up. Oh, and it bounces past Charlie. Bobby has to go back into our own defensive zone. He sends it across to Charlie. Charlie's one-on-one battle there. Then Joey comes in to help. Oh, nice shoving. That was harsh. Charlie up to Jack. Jack dumps it to the corner. Brian puts the brakes on, tries to control the puck behind the net. 2-on-1, he gets kind of knocked to his feet, or to his knees. Scrambling, he's back up. Comes out, Joey's got it. He's also being held against the boards. Comes out, they're going to have to get off. Charlie turned it around, but outside the zone. And Maryland's got it. They're going to try and do something here. Shot slides, I think deflected by one of our defensemen. Did not even get to Armand, who was clearly ready for it. Brody tries to do something, gets past him. Bobby from behind turns it, and puck gets in front of him. Maryland's got it. They're turning around while we're you hear that gate swinging, so we were doing a lot of personnel changes. Oh, and they send it. Bobby tries to turn it around, but he whiffs it, and Maryland almost gets a shot off. But Spencer helped out, and Brody. All right, Shane stops it at the blue line, turns it around a little bit. Cross to Allison. Paul tries to get the shot off. He's a little bit wide of the net. Knocks down the Maryland player. Brody's right behind him. 2-on-2. Oh, no, 2-on-3. Fight for the puck along the boards. Maryland shoots it along the boards all the way to the far corner. That'll be icing, and it will come back. Time stops with 5 minutes, 16 seconds left. And we are 3-0. A lot of people don't know this about me. Turns out I'm a collector. I have the world's largest seashell collection. I keep it on all the beaches of the world. You may have seen it. Zach takes a face-off. Tim there got the puck there, and it gets back to Zach. Zach tries to take a shot. It bounces off one of the skates of the Maryland players. Spencer turns it around at the blue line, sends it back in. Will back to Spencer. Traps it with the skate along the boards while he tries to get control, and Maryland gets it, and they're going to turn around. They're going to send it. Armand puts it back behind his net, keeps it out of the... There, Greg. Pass to Tim, bounces over Tim's stick. Zach Puck still bouncing and spinning. Hard to get clean control of it. Will shoots it. Goalie catches and holds. I think it was well wide of the net, but we'll give both teams an opportunity to do some personnel changes. Brian took the face-off, comes back to Mason. Oh, and it gets past him, and we're going to have to... They're going to have a breakaway, and they get the shot. Armand stops it. They just shot it like right into his chest, basically. Maryland's got it. They got to turn around. They get past Landon. Another slap shot. Does not get to the net. Kyle stopped it, I believe. Kyle goes down hard in the corner. He's up a little bit slow. Hope he's not too badly hurt. He's kind of clutching himself. Pass up to Landon. Landon through the Maryland player's legs. Shot. Goalie almost tried to shoot a 5-hole. Goalie stopped it, though. And we've got a penalty on that one. Possibly the height that was on Kyle. I can hear the coaches screaming 5 minutes. And the Maryland parent working the box is motioning for another one. So they're probably calling that one 2 and 10. All right, with 3 minutes 56 seconds left and a score of 3-0, Ashburn will have their first power play. First penalty of the game. Brian takes the face off. Maryland gets possession after the drop, but Joey takes it away, hands it back to Brian. Brian lets Landon pick it up. Landon gets knocked down, or loses an edge, perhaps. Maryland successfully gets past, and they've got one guy out on the corner with Charlie. We're shifting back to offense here. Charlie puts some gas on, skates it all the way through, hits the brakes, dumps it to the corner. Using that man advantage, Joey in the far corner picks it up. It's going to come back to Charlie. Charlie, slap shot, low, stops by the goalie's pads. Backhanded by Landon. The goalie, I think, deflected it back into the corner. Brian looking for a pass, sends it to Bobby at the blue line. Bobby nails it into the nuts of player number 24. And who then has the foresight to ice it. Play will stop. Minute and 6 seconds left in the power play. 3 minutes and 1 second left in the period. And score still 3-0. Zach with a face-off. Hands it back to Will. Will cross to Spencer. Bounces over Spencer's stick and comes out of the zone. That's unfortunate. Ooh! Spencer got hit hard. He's down looking hurt. Play stops. I think that's Greg there, trying to help Spencer. Coach is coming out. We're gonna have another 2 and 10. Spencer's getting up. Two minutes 53 seconds left in the first period. We got 4 players in the box. 2 2 and 10s being served by Tomorrow's Ice. Spencer's got a hard hit. Probably he's out of it for a while. Haven't seen Kyle out since he got hit. Oh no, Kyle's out on the ice right now, so he's back in business. Good thing these kids are made of rubber. I say that. 5-on-3, Zach takes the face off. Comes back to Kyle. Kyle Will drive in. Tries to shoot. Gets deflected by the defensive stick. Zach turns it around. Will gets it in, and that's going to be a 4th point. One of the Maryland players will come out of the box. Perhaps as expected, that did not take long. Tomorrow's Ice seems like a decent team, not quite in our league. I mean, they are literally in our league, but figuratively, not pushovers, but not a strong threat, and a 5-on-3 advantage. It didn't take us too long. All right. Nice slap shot by Bobby. Goalie caught and hold. Nice backhand, nice sort of situation awareness there by Will. Got it right to Bobby. Like, nice crisp pass. Drop pass. All right, Brian took a face off. Comes back to him off of Landon's stick. We're passing back and forth. We still have a 1-man advantage. Landon drives behind the net. Passes up to Charlie. Charlie cross to Bobby. Bobby back to Brian. Brian back to Bobby. Nice passing. Bobby tries a wrister. A little bit wide of the net. Tim hands it up to Charlie. Charlie drives in a little bit. Tries to take a shot. Again, wide of the net. Landon back to Bobby. Bobby back to Landon. Landon tries to drive it in a little bit, passes to Tim in the slot. Doesn't work. We're going to have to come off. Bobby to Brian. Maryland picks it up and has to do 2-on-1. We're using that man advantage. That was Brian and Tim. Back to Bobby to Charlie. Charlie tries to take a shot, gets deflected. Brian's got it. Sends it up to Bobby. Bobby to Charlie. Charlie back to Brian. Nice crisp passing. To Landon in through the paint. Neither Tim nor Brian were both kind of right there. Couldn't quite get the shot off. A lot of defensive pressure there. And it's going to come bouncing out. Number 88, Maryland, has to get past Bobby. That does not work so great for him. He's still fighting for a possession. He tries to do some clever spin move, but he didn't have enough teammates there. And we will get possession back. Landon gets past the red line and dumps it. And we will do some personnel changes. Maryland looks like they're back at full strength. Still have 2 guys in the box serving out the 10-minute portion of the 2-and-10. Greg, along the ice, bounces along the glass, rather. Along the ice? What the hell am I talking about? All right, I think that was Paul took a shot. Goalie kicked it aside. Paul struggling to get out of the clump of players. Falls down. Maryland sends it around the boards. Greg tries to send it off of a shin guard. Jack tries to get it turned around. We're going to have to come off. He bounced off, and he tried to move it. Going to come all the way down to Spencer with a little too much juice. Puck bouncing. Jack, and time will run out. First period ends with the score at 4-0. We've taken 14 shots to their 3. They still have two players in the box, but at full strength. Little rush on the playlist. Hockey favorite of all, of course. Just remember, when life gives you melons, you probably have dyslexia. It's really a shame, I was thinking about this, that only one company can manufacture the game Monopoly. It's interesting how being an employee of the month is like such an interesting experience. kind of makes you both a winner and a loser at the same time. I wonder how many more one-liners can I remember as I try to fill the break here. It looks like Zach will be taking the drop for the next face-off. Zach takes the drop. It's going to come back to Greg. Oh, and they get past him, and there's a little scramble there. One of the stronger offensive plays. What the hell is my gimbal doing? Pardon, the camera angles are all a little skewy there. Zach Zach and Spencer in the corner, struggling for possession. 2-on-2, hands it up to Joey, who's fighting for it. Puck squirts out into neutral ice, where number 88 Blue will take it, sends it across. Greg picks it up in the center near the red line. Gets it up, dumps it in. Defense tries to turn around, but Will stops it before it gets to the blue line. This time it's going to come out, and Greg will right here by the penalty box. Will dumps it in. He heads to the bench. Maryland hard off the boards, tries to get to their player in center ice, but it gets past him. Kyle sends it across to Mason. Mason back to Kyle. Kyle up to Joey and Paul. I'm sorry, not Joey, Brody and Paul. Mouth's working faster than my brain today. Mason stops at the blue line, turns around, tries to get it back to Shane. It's going to come all the way out. Kyle fades back to move on defense. Clobbers the guy. Armand, who managed to get a shot off. Armand stops it. Brody, that's Shane, picks it up. Puts the gas on. He's going to skate it all the way in. And almost an offsides call, I think. Shane got the puck in, where he didn't get the puck in and where Brody thought he was going to. All right, turn around. We have to get off as Mason hits it back in from neutral ice. It's going to come shooting all the way back. Mason will have to go chase it. Picks it up, takes it behind Armand's net. Looking for a pass. Finds Paul just past the blue line. Paul dumps it to the corner. Brian will go find it there. Brian lets Jack take it. 2-on-2 scramble there. Landon as it comes out. And there is a whistle. And it looks like Jack is heading to the box. It'll be a first penalty on Ashburn this game. Jack looking a little dejected, skating like. We will have our first penalty kill of the game. Roughing, is that what he said? 2 minutes. Brian takes face off. Landon and Brody. Is that Brody out there? Oh, I'm sorry, Bobby. Bobby was in the wing position. Brian's got it. Takes it, turns it around, tries to center it. Nice little backhanded move. Got close to the slot, but didn't have teammates there. We're still working on a man disadvantage. Maryland picks it up, sends it to their guy in neutral ice. He's looking for an opportunity. Does a nice pass, nice move around Brian. He's trying to outskate him, but say these guys aren't quite that much of a pushover. Shot, Armand traps it under his pad. He's looking around like he has no idea where it is. He tried to kick it to the side and he was looking for it, but got to save. That's the important thing. Minute 19 left in penalty kill for Jack's penalty. Zach took the face off. Maryland comes out with possession. They send it off the boards to their guy number 88 again. One of the more visible players. He has a nice backhand to his teammate in the corner. Working on a little more of a zone-ish defense. They try to get a shot off this well wide of the net. Zach was putting some pressure on him there. Nice job moving the puck on tomorrow's ice. Got it right behind Armand's net. 88 there again. Takes it behind the net. Finds 47, who tries to, looks like he's lining up to shoot, but then he kind of whiffed it, got his stick in the wrong place. Shot without looking. Nice head fake, but wide of the net. If you don't look where you're shooting, it's a little harder to find that target. All right, cross to 47. Shot past several people, and looked like Armand was a little bit out of position there, but his teammate, I think Spencer, got it away, right? And this time it was hit Spencer's skate and slid right into the paint. A little nerve-wracking, but Armand covered it. I don't think that was what Spencer meant to do, but all worked out in the end. 2 seconds left on Jack's penalty. Will took the face off. Came back, and Jack is out and right in the action. Nice job centering pass. Armand stops it. Second shot, and Kyle stops it with a skate right in the slot. And they get it out to neutral ice. It's going to come back. Mason will have the opportunity to excel here. He's going to pick it up, sends it around hard to Jack at the far side. Jack off the boards in the ice. Oh, I think he hit one of the Maryland players on the bench in the head. Play will stop. Players leaning over the rail a little bit. I think that's what happened. My therapist tells me I'm obsessed with vengeance. If she says it again, I'm going to kill her. Right, that's just a joke. You know, I always try and fill the dead time with a few one-liners here. All right, Maryland's got possession. Hard off the boards into neutral ice, where gets past the player, and Kyle turns it around. Brody intercepts the pass or intercepts the puck anyway. Comes around to Shane. Shane, wrister, past the net, a little bit wide. Kyle backhands it into the corner. Where is that, Zach or Brody? I think that's Brody. Back to Kyle. Kyle takes a shot. Goalie stops it and then is way out of position, falls down. He does not cover it. And we did not get the opportunity while he was lying on his side to get a second rebound there. Nice shot to Kyle again, or pass to Kyle. Gets the shot. Paul turns it around. Several shots, and I think the second or third rebound, I think either Paul or Brody, I'm not sure which one of them actually got the final. They're both standing there. Nice scramble and defensive play on the goalie's part. I'm not sure what his teammates were doing. Just counting on him to be a miracle worker, I guess. You know, just tell those goalies, like, the first shot is your responsibility. The rebounds you should expect some help. Not your fault. Third rebound. Nobody's come in to get that puck out of there. Or get the players out of there. Do something. All right, Brian took face off, or had it there. He drove it into the corner. Maryland comes across. Landon turned it around, tried to keep it in play, came back out anyway. Charlie up to Landon, and Joey got I'm not sure what happened there. Bobby turns it around. We're going to have to come off. Joey gets out, but at which point Maryland had clean possession. Landon, just being in the right place, keeps them from getting to the puck. Comes out to Blue at point. He's going to wrister up to Armand, and he will hold on to it. Play will stop. Score is 5-0 still. Nice save, Armand. Today's broadcast brought to you by Brian Adams on the playlist. Zach took the face off. Greg came up with possession after the drop. Bouncing out. Maryland keeps it in play. Turns it around. Zach keeping pressure on. All the way. Fights him one-on-one out to through the neutral zone. Will got a stick on it briefly. Zach still trying to get there. Just tooth and nail, clawing for that possession of that puck. Comes out. Spencer comes in off the point. Tries to do something. Puck's bouncing, so it's hard to get clean possession there. It's going to come back. Greg will go chase it. Puts the brakes on in the corner and has to scramble because he got pressure already. Around the boards, up to Zach. Spencer gets knocked down. Spencer. There's going to be a penalty on that one, I think. I don't know if it was on Spencer, but there's a deferred penalty. Oh, it's on them. I saw Spencer just like, after he got shoved down, he got up and like whacked a kid in the leg, which I'm pretty sure is not legal. Very clearly, I just happened to be looking, you know. Usually I'm not looking in the right place. But penalty is on blue, and we will have another Ashburn power play. Shane will take the drop. Mason and Kyle on D, Paul and Brody on wing. Comes out to Paul after the drop. Turns it around. Tries to get a shot off. He looked like he was off balance enough that it wasn't quite clean. Shane hands it back to Mason at the point. Mason tries to pass it across to Kyle, but he was not looking in the right place. Kyle gets it away from, I think, number 88 again on blue. It's going to come back. Brody chasing him. They try to pass with it over the puck. Paul turns it around. Shane battle coming from the other side. I think we have a man advantage, but we're not playing like it. Right through the paint. I think through the goalie's legs in the wrong direction. All right. Mason picks it up, skates it through. Oh my gosh! Beautiful. Single-handed, unassisted Mason picks it up in our defensive zone, skates it all the way down, and backhands it up top shelf over the goalie's shoulder. Score will be 6-0. 6 minutes 33 seconds left in the second period. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt if you're the goalie of the team, just single-handedly. All right, Landon took the face off. I think handed back to Jack. Oh, Mason trying to keep possession and turn it around. That's Bobby trying to drive it in. Jack turns it around, or keeps it in. Doesn't really turn around. Keeps it in. Joey to Landon. Landon taps into the corner. He's going to come back out to Landon. Landon tries to get it. I don't know if it was a shot or just kind of trying to get it into the slot. Jack backhands it to Joey. Joey tries to send it off the boards back to Landon. It didn't work. Both teams at full strength, by the way. Charlie, long pass to Joey. Joey gets kind of hit, spin around before he can get clean possession. Will in the corner. Skates behind the net, looking for that pass. Kind of finds Tim. Tim shoots. Goalie stops it, doesn't cover it. It's scramble. Goalie's on his butt. Tim still fighting for it. Comes out to the point where Greg takes a shot, deflects up high, I think off the goalie's stick over the net. Will in the corner. Will goes down to his knees and Tim helps him. Comes in. Maryland finally finds that puck and gets it out into the neutral zone, but they can't get past Greg. Greg tries to drive it in. backhands it to Will behind the net. Will sends it right through the slot. None of his teammates are there to capitalize. And Greg will have to battle for it. It's going to come out. Spencer picks it up the corner. Off the boards. Tries to get it out, but Maryland gets there. They send it across where Spencer gets there first. Long cross to Tim. He shoots. Goalie gloves it. Holds it. Nice. Nice goaltending. Nice playing. Ashburn. His passes. Pretty crisp. Four minutes, 18 seconds left in this game, second period. Shane tipped face off. Paul tries to get a nice centering pass. Goalie covers it. You gotta. Paul got it into the paint. Not really on net. I think it would have gone by, but. Oh, you're yawning. All right. Kyle sends it around to Paul. Paul tries to pass it. I don't, without really looking. I think Shane hit his skates and he fell down. Mason wasn't expecting that very crisp pass. Maryland tries to get it out. Kyle stops it at the line. He sends a little too bit high into the far corner. Maryland will pick it up behind their own net. They successfully, I thought they were going to get it past Kyle, but he actually managed to, they sort of got it past him. Oh, there we go. Sorry, that scramble was so quick. Goalie had a nice stop, but then I thought he had possession of it, but he didn't. And so we got the rebound after four players got a stick on it. Score 7-0. Brian lines up for the face-off. Joey and Jack out there with him on offense. Joey sends it over to Jack. Jack tries to take a shot. Defense gets in his way. Damn them. It's actually good. These guys, need competition here. Maryland gets it, sends it around. Charlie stops it. Keeps it in. He's looking for a lane there. Took a shot. Got deflected into the corner. Maryland gets a nice pass out of the neutral zone where they have to go 2-on-1 against Bobby and Jack. Somebody lost a mouth guard, I think. And there's a nice opportunity. Armand got out of position, but they just couldn't get the player was off balance enough that he couldn't quite get that shot off. There was a split second where they could have scored. Brian's going to the box. Actually, I don't know if there's a mouth guard. There's a little piece of a stick. You guys probably can't see it on the stream. Something. We will have a penalty kill here. Zach takes a face-off, does his patented spin move, and while he's spun around, Will comes in. They do a slap shot wide of the net. Maryland. Tomorrow's ice. Yesterday's news. That joke never gets old. Actually, it probably was old before I even said it. All right, long play there. No icing call. Tomorrow's ice has it behind their own net. We are still on a penalty kill. Managed to get away from him. Will hands it to Zach, hands it off to Greg. Greg wrists her to the bench, wrists her to the corner as he heads to the bench. About 2 minutes left in the period and about a minute left. They tried to do a slap shot and just nails Spencer in the skate, I think. It's going to come out. Their guy coming off the bench turns it around right at the blue line and Greg almost trips as he's doing some fancy moves. Gets the puck right between the skates of the Maryland player. Couldn't get a clean shot off, though. Landon tries to do something magic, but also struggles. Kyle blows it out of the air off of his own stick, gets the shot, and the goalie's got it. That was a nice little move there. Puck came at him hard, and bounced up off his stick, almost right in his face. He gloved it out of the air and then pressed on. .26 seconds left on Bryant's penalty. Minute 15 left. 7-0 on the scoreboard. I think that was Brody took the face off. Valance gets possession, and Paul races in while they're trying to line up, while their player's trying to line up his pass. So 3-on-1 almost until Brody comes in, makes it 3-on-2. They did get possession, got it clear. Still trying to make those passes, but Brian's out of the box. He heads straight to the bench. Both teams at full strength. They try to send it. Kyle's in the way. He sends it around the boards. Past Mason, where I think it was Brody tried to send it. Comes back to Mason. Mason cross to Kyle. Kyle, where the hell did I thought he sent it, but I guess it must have hit somebody. My camera was in the way. I couldn't follow the action. .19 seconds left in the period. Landon takes the face off. It's going to come back to Charlie. Charlie will do a clever little move. Passes it up to Joey. He's got seconds left. 12 seconds. Drops it to Landon. Landon does it right through the paint where Jack had a chance. Bobby got a shot off, and play will stop with 4 seconds left. 4.6 to be precise, because that 0.6 of a second might make a difference. We're going to restart close to the net. And we're almost done with this second period. I think that's Jack taking the face off. It's going to come back. Bobby, slap shot over the net, hits the glass, and time will run out. Was it the Jack or Joe? I could see the 5 on the jersey. Pretty sure it was Jack. Score 7-0. 26 shots to 8 shots. We will have 1 period left to go. I mentioned my therapist earlier. She does say I have some growing up to do, which I fully intend to do from inside my tree fort. I'm trying to think. I stumbled across a list of I think it was the jokes that I was going to use in one of the games in Detroit. I had to sketch the punchline, because I am terrible at remembering jokes. Yeah. And I stumbled across this list the other day as I was going through.
You got a penalty for that?
Penalty list? A little off balance there.
I don't know. So that was he made contact.
Hits him from behind, but
you think that what it is? Maybe a check from behind?
I guess.
Was it a cross check maybe? I can't really tell. It looks like he's just using his upper body, but maybe that's a cross check.
I don't know. That's standing next to Brian's dad, who's questioning the penalty on Brian earlier. I'm not enough of a ref to be qualified to have an opinion on these things. I guess the downside of finding this old list of jokes is I can't remember if I used them before. I think some of them I did, but I don't think I used a lot of them. Apologies. All right, we're back here in the third period with another 15 minutes of play. Jock's gonna puck squirting out, and Jack on the assist. I think it was Joey who put it in. We will be 8-0. I think it was Joey. I'm not even sure you can call it a back door. The goalie was certainly focused on Jack and not expecting the shot from Joey, but sorry for the camera angles there. But he really fell down and was way out of position, so it's all right. Zach took the face-off, came out to Tim. Tim hands it to Will. Will tries to take a shot. It's a little bit wide of the net. Ends up behind. Maryland picks it up. Zach turns it around just from behind the Maryland player. Takes a shot. Goalie deflects it up. I think it popped off the shoulder pads. Another shot from from Spencer. Will was right there for the to tip it, but the goalie stopped it. Shane took the face off. Maryland got possession afterwards. Number 88, red gloves on. Got it. He ices it, I guess. He's right about the red line, so I wasn't expecting that to be an icing call, but that's why I'm not a referee. I'm not adequately trained. I think I've watched enough of these games, but Shane takes the drop. Paul got possession after that. Comes around. They're going to loft it into the air where it'll probably be an icing call. Nope, they're going to say call no icing. Waves it off. Kyle sends it around to Mason. Mason lofts it in the reverse direction. Paul gloves it out of the air and runs with it. Skates with it. Runs with it. Skates with it. All right. Shane keeps the puck bouncing up off his stick into the glass. Landon had it briefly. Handed it back to Shane, who... I'm sorry, that was not Landon. It was Brody. Shane took the shot. Goalie gloved it. And we will restart from the spot. Brian took the face off, hands it up to Landon. Landon tries, acts like he's driving behind the net, and then he actually got it right through the paint. Comes back, Charlie on defense. Sends it around. I think that was Bobby. Up to Brian. Brian here is going to put some gas on. Tries to get it right into the slot. Defense gets it away from him. It's going to come out. Bobby turns it around, sends it back to Brian. Now bounces off Brian's skate out of the zone. Jack can't decide if he's going to the bench or continuing to play. There's a little pressure here. They tried a nice pass, or somebody got up to Tim, center ice. Tim, right through the paint. Bobby almost close enough to tip it in. Didn't quite work. It's a little hair slow. Tim again takes a shot off the goalie. Scrambling there. Will's there to help. Maryland gets it out. Greg stops at center ice. Hesitates for a bit so his teammates can get out of the zone. And he dumps it. Tim tries to get something going from the corner there. Maryland gets it out, tries to get past Spencer. They kind of made him scramble for it, but he got it up. Tim up to Will. Will from the slot takes a shot. Goalie punches it away. Up into the safety net, and play will stop with 11 minutes 53 seconds left. Score is still 8-0. This time there is somebody there to run over the glass and hand the puck back. Off the face-off, came out. Mason stopped at the blue line, sent it back. That's Zach putting pressure on. Maryland turns it around, tries to get it past. They got it past Shane, and Mason sent it back. Brody's going to pick it up behind the net, looking for a pass. Sends it up to Kyle. Kyle tries to get it to the slot. Shane stops it, tries to back out, looking for a pass. Under pressure, sends it back to Kyle, who sends it at the net, bounces off the goalie, off the post. Does not go in. It's a little bit of a scramble here. It's going to come out. Oh. Paul, last second, turns it around, keeps it back in. It looked like they were going to bring it out, and we're going to have to shift direction here. But Paul in the corner, 2-on-1. Now Landon's in to help him. Paul manages to get through that pressure. Turns it around, sends it back to Landon. Landon to Kyle. Kyle off the boards, tries to get back to Landon, but Landon's being held off balance by Maryland player. Just right on him. Maryland gets it out through the zone. That's going to be Mason. Turns it around, skates it in. Sends it through the paint, the edge of the paint, a little bit wide of the net. Didn't have a teammate there to help tip it in. That's okay. Charlie picks it up near the red line. Brian off the boards. Tries to do something, it bounces out, and Maryland gets it. Bobby hands it to Landon, and Bobby and Landon both there at the blue line. This time Charlie's got it. He was right behind him. Came out. He tries to send it to Landon. It's just out of his reach. Landon heads to the bench. Brian coming off and holds on the boards where Joey gets the puck away. Joey turns it around, hands it to Brian. Brian's kind of doing a little dance with the puck between his feet. Maryland got a stick on it. We got some line changes going on. Zach picks it up, center ice. Drives it in. Under pressure, can't quite get it in the slot. Takes it behind the net, hands it off to Brody. Brody tries to get a shot off, but Maryland takes it away from him. And they're going to drive it all the way in. They tried a back door, but their guy who was at the back door was a little out of position, so I guess the defense was doing its job. I was like, dude, close the back door. All right, Will and Tim take it up. Will hands it off to Tim. Tim takes a shot. Goalie will catch and hold. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left in this third period. Looks like Shane took the face off. Tried to hand it off to Brody. Brody and Paul. Spencer to Paul. Paul under pressure. Leaves the puck. Brody gets it almost right into the paint where Shane can't get the shot off. Brody swooping in. Paul tries to drive in, gets blocked up by the defense right at the line. Puck kind of squirting out of no man's land. Maryland pick it up there. Pass behind their own net. Brody fights to do something with it. Maryland's got it. They're going to try to send it long, but they don't have any teammates. They're passing it to us. That's not smart playing on their part. Paul tries to send it off the boards, whisks it a little bit. Take enough swings, you're not going to get them all. They send it long behind Armand's net. Spencer sends it around to Joey. I think that's Joey. Joey up to Jack. Jack tries to backhand for the net. Number 81, Blue, deflects it. He's going to take it, sends it up. Tries to send it to his teammate. Spencer trying to turn around. Actually, successfully just, if he didn't get to the puck, he got to the player. Brian, nice moves. Drives it in. Gets clobbered. Backhanded, kind of half shot by Joey, and the goalie will cover. 7 minutes, 8 seconds left in the third period in regulation play. This felt like a long game. Zach took the face off. I think it was Kyle took a shot. A little bit wide. Will hands it to Zach. Zach to Mason. Back to Zach. Zach into Will. Tried to get a little backhanded past the shot past the goalie. Did not work. Tim back to Will. Will behind the net. Defense sends it out. Mason stops it, tries to take a shot, bounces off number 88. Zach up to Kyle at point. Kyle takes the breather. A little bit of pressure, drives in. Shot, goalie catches and holds. 6 minutes, 18 seconds left in regulation play. Shane took the face off. It's going to come back. Brody handed it off to Paul. There was a shot there. It got deflected up into the safety net. Play will stop. We'll restart from the spot again. Same lines. Must have gone over the net because they came out and brought another puck out. Over the glass, rather. Maryland comes up with possession after the drop. Try to do some clever backhanded plays, which maybe works in practice, but doesn't work when you got another team out there. All right. Backhand pass to Bobby, who took a shot. I'm sorry, not Will. Several shots there. Paul tried something, I think twice. And maybe Brody as well. Maryland cross to a player who isn't there. Charlie picks it up. Takes it, puts the brakes on behind Armand's net. Lets the player skate by him. Put the brakes and he'll fly right by. A very Top Gun move. Charlie shot off the goalie's pads. Charlie looking for another centering pass there. Jack and had a stick on it. Comes back out to center ice where Charlie lets it bounce over his stick, and he's going to have to race to go get possession first. 2-on-1. Oh, now Shane's in to help, so it's 2-on-2. Shane lofts it all the way down. That should be icing, and it is. 4 minutes, 56 seconds left in the third period. The score is 8-0. 42-8 shots on the shot counter. Tomorrow's ice is not playing great. Last time we played these guys was 7-2. We kind of dominated, but not this bad. Landon took the drop, I think, handed back. Joey turns it around there at the line, got it out. Landon's got it now. He's trying to drive in, hands it to Jack. Jack takes a shot. Goalie deflects it. Goalie's way out of position. Gets another stop off of a shot from... lying on his side, comes out, that was Jack passed it out to Greg at the point. Spencer sends it through the slot. Jack battling, Landon in the corner. He's got possession. Maryland turns it around. They're going to send it around the boards where Jack will pick it up. Hands it to, not Jack, Greg hands it to Jack. Again, talking faster, mouth moving, brain catching up. All right, here's Joey. Trying to hand it to Landon. Landon skating backwards. Joey turning around. Looking for that shot. Off balance. Shane swooping in from behind. Maryland gets possession, turns it around. Has to get past Greg, who is not having any of it. Gets in position. Or gets to stop them. Spencer, long pass up to Will, who's waiting at the blue line. He backhands it in as his teammates are racing to get back on the offense. That's Will again, looking for that pass. Sends it to Mason, which is not, I think, what he intended, but it worked out just fine. Maryland successfully gets around Mason, kind of, sort of, but Tim was right behind him, so it didn't go anywhere. They got the puck past him. And Maryland with a little bit of a breakaway. Number 88 again. has to get past Kyle, kind of does, and he finds the net. This is no longer a shutout. Number 88 skated successfully, got past Kyle, faked out Armand, and lifted it over his pads. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left, and the score is 8-1. Zach takes the face-off. Will, and I think that's maybe a little bit overconfidence there. Or just they had finally got a good play. I don't usually pay that much attention to the other team players, but sometimes you just see the same number over and over. All right, there's Charlie. Hands it up. Tries to get it past. Missed the pass. All right, there's a nice, beautiful play for Will centering, but Zach was off balance and couldn't get the shot off. Puck comes skittering out into no man's land, where Maryland will pick it up. Has to get past Bobby. Passes it back to Wilson, number 88 again. Wilson has to get past Charlie, and this time it does not work. Made a pretty valiant effort of it. Charlie gets it away, passes it up to Tim. Tim tries to do cross to Will. It bounced over his stick. Will heads to the bench. Maryland passes it up. Shane turns it around as they try to get it out of the zone. We got players going to the bench. Brody in the corner turns it around, but Shane had already moved on. Greg swoops in from his defensive position, sends it across to Spencer. Spencer gets knocked from behind, falls down, but he gets back up again. There's a song about that, I think. Greg and Spencer both 2-on-1 defense. Box the guy up the corner who tries something, and it hands it back to Brody. Across to Paul. Paul's going to drive it in. He had a choice to shoot it or pass it to Shane. He chose to shoot it. Goalie caught it. Minute 42 left to play. And the score is 8-1. Ashburn is well in the lead. We'll see you all tonight back here at the rink against not these guys, but rather the Southern Maryland Sabres, I believe, if I recall correctly the schedule. All right, that was, I think, either Brian or Landon were both there. I think it was Brian who actually turned around. Got it towards the net. Not really intended to be a shot so much as just maneuvering that puck where you want it to be. Maryland got it out. Kyle stopped it at center ice. Turned it around. He's going to skate it all the way back behind the net. Goalie's playing the puck like from, behind the net. I rarely see either Luke or Armand that aggressively out of their net. And there's a whistle on that one. One of the Maryland players is down, and I think possibly looks like Kyle's going to the box. Kyle does not. You can see the stick slap, the wrist flick. He's not happy with that call. What do I do? We will likely end this game on a penalty kill. Paul takes the drop. Number 88 picks it up, shoots. Armand stops it. Does not catch it though. It's going to come bouncing out, spinning in center ice. Paul racing to get there. Number 88. They pass it up to 88. Under significant pressure, he's going to dump it. Again, we are a man down. That's Charlie putting significant speed on. Flicks it up over the other player's stick. Successfully gets it to the corner. Hands it off to Jack. Jack takes a shot. A little too high. Off the glass. Paul plays it into the corner. It's Paul against 3-on-1. Maryland, unsurprisingly, manages to get possession out of that one. Charlie in the corner and lets the clock run out, and the play will end. 8-1 victory for Ashburn. We will play this team again tomorrow at their home ice. We'll play another home game tonight. I plan on streaming all 3 games. Again, apologies for missing last week's game. We were out of town in Disney World. They stick to the regular goalie rotation. Armand will have another chance at a shutout with these guys tomorrow. We'll see if Luke can do as well tonight. Thanks for watching. Glad to be your broadcast today. Today's broadcast brought to you by the internet, by AT&T, who provides me network connectivity, by YouTube, by Xtreme Labs, by the Ashburn Ice House, by the magic of coffee, by the Dulles Toll Road. Don't forget to be awesome. Don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy, and we will see you tonight and probably tomorrow.